Hey y'all, Bo Hayes here, and I just want to let y'all know that we're about to get into a video of a 110cc project four-wheeler that I have. I'm going to try to get some of the parts onto and try to get some loose ends tied up to get it crunk up. And if you enjoy the video and everything, please like, comment, and subscribe so you can put that notification bell on and wait for new videos to come. More videos like this, more videos regarding my music, more videos regarding a little bit of everything what I do in my life. So y'all have yourselves a good one and enjoy the video. Hey, what's up y'all? Bo Hayes here. Since y'all enjoyed all the videos on the dirt bike, seems like y'all enjoyed the video of me showing you this four-wheeler and everything, and showing you what I've been doing to it and everything. I wanted to actually give y'all a full-fledged video on everything that I'm gonna be doing to it. Right now, luckily, yesterday I got the brake caliper for the back with the master cylinder that went onto the handlebars and everything. So we're gonna finish getting that on today. Got brand new carburetor right here. Thing all ready to go. Thing put on there. Tomorrow is when the throttle cable and the new throttle will show up, so I won't be able to really rev it up and everything, but I should be able to crank it up so it will be ready and it will be idling and everything on its own. Because right now the carburetor that's in it, let's see if I can't get a good vision so y'all can hear. I got the brakes set up on it and everything, key switch on. So it will turn over and everything. Probably just messed up the brakes, but it will turn over and stuff and everything. I just, like I said, y'all been enjoying the videos, and this is kind of first time I done a full video on either dirt bike, working on the small motor stuff and everything. So hopefully y'all enjoy it, and I'm really going to get right into it. But go ahead and get it off and get it replaced. I had to, since this came off of the other motor, I had to find another bolt to go into this side. So right now this side is an 8mm, this side is a 10mm, but we're gonna be swapping them both 10mm with the new bolts and everything. And you may see that there is a bolt missing right here. It is because when I got this motor, the bolt was broke off into it, so later on down the road I'll re-drill it and re-tap it so I can put a new bolt in. But let's see if we can go ahead and get this taken care of. Get it good to go. And it does have a throttle cable in it, but it's to an old broken throttle off of a dirt bike, so I'm not too worried about it. Let me get the 10mm on here. Okay, let's get kicking it. Alright y'all, got the carburetor off. I'm sweating like a stuffed pig, but here's what the new carburetor looks like. Exactly same carburetor that was on it, just doesn't say made in Japan inside. But one thing, when you get these new carburetors, I got it off of Amazon. Here's the little, I just call it a spacer that they give to put in between down here and the carburetor. One thing you need to make sure, you see that O-ring in that carburetor? It comes with 2 of these O-rings extra. Make sure you put it into where it goes. Hey y'all, sorry about that. Phone cut out there. But yeah, what I was talking about, this little O-ring, you need to make sure you put it in this plastic. everything. It has a little grooves in there, but once you get it in there, it should stay pretty good. Like I said, typically they will come with 2. So if you do lose it, no big deal, just go and grab your other one. Now, it also comes with 2 gaskets to go right underneath this. I'm not gonna worry about it because I already have a brand new gasket in there, and once again, one of the bolts are broke. I'm gonna put a little bit of rubber gasket maker on there to seal it up because it's my problem, and that's how I'm gonna solve it. Is what it is. No biggie. So, let's go ahead and see. Readjust a little bit. You may not see completely, but you can gather a little bit of the information. Tomorrow, I'll shoot a video of me doing the throttle cable and putting the throttle on it and making sure all that works. But really, this goes right there, and when you put it through, I go ahead and put the bolts just like that. All I was really doing was making sure and checking which way it went on the carburetor, because all I'm going to do is slide this just like that and then hold this on here so I can just put it on. Get it good and tight so them 2 rubber seals will really clamp up together and seal it off. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that off. I had a brand new air filter here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, the carburetor that I got also came with a brand new air filter. So, came with 2 brand new fuel filters also. Get this slid up. Matter of fact, I'm going to get this tightened down so I don't have that problem of everything falling. And later on, if all of this goes right, I'm going to upgrade the size of the carburetor. I believe that's a PZ20. I want to get like a 22 to 26. Get a different style carburetor to go on it and everything. You know, just really make it a little better performance and everything. I know I could be wrong, but I want to feel like I'm right. Put a little bit bigger carburetor, get a little bit bigger, better fuel air ratio and mixture. That's another thing I might have to do. Idle screw and screw name air mixture screw. Okay, that's that. Now I'm going to run to my building. Like I said, I have 2 new fuel filters that it came with, but nope. Matter of fact, never mind. Got brand new gas line right here. This gas line is normally a little big or a little small anyway, and gets good and snug on this right here. Okay, it should be far enough up. Just throw one of them old clamps on it, just for good measure. And the one nice thing, if you pay attention to these fuel filters, there's actually, you probably can't see it, but there's a little arrow, you can see it right there in the light almost. There's a little arrow on it that lets you know which way the fuel's supposed to go through it. So since this is coming out of fuel tank and my arrow is facing this way, I know this side will go right here. Go ahead and slide that on, and I actually got a little too much fuel on, so let's see if I got my snips out here. And it's gonna be going to right over here. Oh shit. Well, I did not realize that there was a petcock right here. So we're going to run this fuel line into the petcock. I'm gonna dump some gas into it and check and see if that petcock works. So let's go ahead, and I got another clamp, so that's good. Let's cut this down right there. That was actually too short. You know, one thing, if you're gonna be working on four-wheelers, dirt bikes, stuff of that nature, you can go ahead and order you a little bit of extra. Like just like me personally, I ordered a 10-foot thing of gas line because this gas line works on all types of different things. Four-wheelers, scooters, lawnmowers, dirt bikes, generators. So it's good to have. That should be. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, well, I'm gonna move y'all over to that side, see if I can't give y'all a better angle, put this on the other end of that petcock, run some gas through it, and see if that petcock's working. If so, that's actually good. I was thinking I was going to have to order one, but if nothing's working, that's great, good. I don't have to worry about it, and I have a dang place to cut off the gas, so I'll be right back after I move the camera and everything over to that side. Okay, y'all, as you can probably can't see because of the wiring, but there's a petcock right here. I'll go ahead and piece of hose. I'm gonna go grab a little bit of gas I have for testing. Let's see if we can get some fuel coming out of there. Okay, that tells me that petcock is bad. Really? We're getting gas to it. We just need to get a little bit more gas in it, and that will work. Okay, guys, that's actually pretty good news to me. I am going to cut this hose. Go ahead and grab my trusty little thing. Let's see, we can cut it about right there, because either way it's going through a filter. Put a hose clamp right there. to always double, triple, quadruple check the arrow, because it will not work right if you don't. Go ahead and slide that piece on right there. I don't know if you can see it because of the brake line right there. I'm trying to get that out y'all's way. I'm going ahead and slide this old clamp right down here. And grab one of these clamps off my little, this is what I use to test to put gas through the air filter of the carburetor. Go ahead and pull, see if I can't get this nipple off, just like that. And I might have to trim this down just a hair and see if we can't get a better chance of getting it on the carburetor. Hey guys, I'm going to go to the building and get another piece of gas line that's a little bit longer than what that was, to see if I can't just loop it around into where it will actually go on here, or matter of fact, come out of there. Okay. We're going to take this down. And now we're going to connect it. Now it's just kind of sitting there. Hanging there freely. Like it ain't got the care in the world. Okay, we're getting fuel through. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna let it sit there for a second. We're gonna see if we can't get this thing to fire on. Because I feel like we're on a good track right now. So I'm going to sit you back over here. Let's see. Okay, y'all can see me. I'm gonna pour a little bit more gas. This is just what I'm using as a gas container for right now. Everything. This glass bottle. Pour a little bit more gas in there. Let it sit. Okay, the battery's dead. The battery's dying. Yeah, she's dead. So we got the carburetor on there. That'll give her some time. She can get some fuel down in her. Everything. I think at this point in time, we're gonna try to finish off getting these brakes done. So let's move you over there. Alright, y'all. I decided, because all of the brakes on all of these frames were froze, I decided I ordered me a back brake that had a brake line long enough that it came with a hand brake with a master cylinder to run the back brake. Now, I got the pads in the calipers off camera because it was so much of a pain in the ass. Had to use, of course, C-clamp to push the actual cylinder back in with an older brake pad and everything. But we're going to see if this go around, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I actually had it in there last night, but it wasn't going correctly. So let's see. Towards what I'm actually doing. I know y'all really can't see that much because my hand is in the way. Let's try to put it down not too tight. I don't want to over tighten it so it don't mess anything up. That looks good for now. Like I said, me personally, I don't want to over tighten it until I know everything's good. But I know both of the bolts are in there and everything should hold. It wasn't even tight on the dirt bike when I got that, and they've been running perfectly fine. So okay, y'all, I let it sit here for a little bit, let the battery charge, let the carburetor get some fuel into it. Now everything's tight. After we figure out that I got everything adjusted and it's idling good, then even though I showed y'all that these ain't the right hubs and stuff, I'm gonna slide them on there just enough where I can roll it and check and see if that back brake is working right. If not, I could try to bleed them and then see if that will make it work. If not, we'll figure out a way to go a different route. But yeah, let's see if she will crank up. This may be a little awkward for y'all, but okay, let me get running on her own. Smoking a little bit. Still need to do some adjustment and everything, but probably do a little good once I get that throttle cable in there and everything. So yeah. she still needs some fine tuning and everything, but seems like she's running. Seems like the motor's still good and strong, so that's, hey, I'll take a win on that. Yeah, let me go ahead and set this wheel back on it. Yeah, if I can. There we go. Oh yeah, this is the frame that I pulled everything off of. I don't know if you can notice how small, even down to the travel suspension, considering how much bigger it is on that. But that is the brush guard, top rack and back rack off of this frame. Motor, the dude said, came out of this frame. Back axle and everything came off of this frame. So, but as you can see, I made a bigger looking four-wheeler with it. So I'll move this one out the way. Yeah, and there's all the old stuff that came off that four-wheeler. I'm going to see. I'm gonna set y'all up real quick, and we're gonna see if the back brakes work. Okay, y'all. We got this thing sat on the ground the best we can, and we're really just going to see if this back brake needs any adjustment, needs any bleeding or anything, or if it's down good to go. Because as you can see, we got a big heavy duty down handle, all metal, with a brand new master cylinder. So I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect this battery charger. So all I'm gonna do is give it a little push. And just like that, we got back brakes too. And then try it again. Just push it real fast, press the brakes, it stops. So far, everything we've got done on it has been a success for the most part. Dang, I'm really happy. I hope that I done explained anything for y'all or showed anything to y'all. If y'all had any questions or if y'all was doing anything like this. Everything's quite simple, but since we got everything really done that we can for right now, I'm going to go over everything that I have done, have swapped one more time, and let y'all know what I'm gonna need to be doing to it in the future and what y'all can look forward to, and waiting on videos and YouTube shorts and stuff of that nature on. So, alrighty. Okay. Since back brakes work and it runs, cranks up, and for the most part idle, still need to adjust stuff and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and show and tell you exactly what I've done. Started off with I'm just gonna say two frames and two motors. This frame had a motor in it, exactly like this with the dual exhaust, just had a hole in that side cover for the motor. And he let me get this motor that came out of that frame right there, along with everything. Okay. This frame right here, all it had, it was the frame itself with the back end and the tires on it. That's it. And he gave me the frame that was just sitting alone. When I got to looking at it, I realized I had to do some more work to that other motor. So I went ahead and pulled it out and started to see if I could get this motor running. So I went ahead and bought a brand new wiring harness because I knew I was going to put it on one of the motors. And I pulled the stator cover off to check the stator, check the main magnet inside, and as I pulled it off, it was completely filled with water. Now, the stator was completely corroded, so I went ahead and put the new stator in it and plugged in the new wiring harness. After I realized I could get spark to it, that's when I realized, okay, this motor, after I heard, one, the starter spin over and work, and two, I seen that the spark plug was getting spark with that motor and new wiring harness and everything. I said, okay, we can go somewhere and really try to get this motor running. Now, I took I'm just gonna intake hose, whatever you want to call it, what the carburetor mounts to, took that off of the other motor and took the carburetor off of the other motor just so I could see if this one would run. Of course, like you could guess, since I had to put a new carburetor on it, that carburetor didn't work. But you know, I knew the trick. Have my trusty little bottle with some gas in it with fuel on, so I can put it through the air where the air filter goes, and I heard that the motor would actually crank up. So once I realized that, I said, okay, I need to go ahead and break down these frames and see exactly how I'm going to build it, because in my eyes I had the majority enough to build the four-wheelers into one. So I started off by tearing this in. I yanked the motor out of it, got the exhaust off of the old motor and everything so I could set it aside, and started tearing down the brush guard and the racks, which, as you can see, this was the back rack they had on it. Small brush guard with the plastic, and the front rack that was on it. This frame did have plastics, but as you can see, they were busted up, so I took them off. After I got all that done, I went ahead and done the same to this frame right here and started getting to work trying to make it where it would bolt up to this. The back rack, all I had to do was take my mini sledgehammer and bend these two out a little bit so they would fit over the frame, and then I went ahead and just took some of these piping and made me one more brace to kind of make it where it's done good and tight. And then on the front, because of the fact where, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is almost completely rusted out and off down here. I didn't worry about bolting these in, but I was able to get them bolted into right here. I kept all of this together and pulled it off in one, and then bolted it to the top right here. And all of this is good and sturdy too. Once I got that done, I really started working on tearing off the back rear end and everything off that, which it was kind of a pain, but not too bad after I got everything loose and really got situated on here. In my opinion, the back end does sit more at an angle on this one because of the way the frame is, but I think everything's going to work out just fine. Got new bolts to mount the motor with, just to make sure we was good there, and you know, just really got everything I felt like that it needed. that I could at the time to really get it solidified in me knowing that this could actually become a reality into a four-wheeler and everything. And it has. Dang, y'all see it in this video and everything, that it's really came together, these last little things, to really make it rideable and stuff. But that's everything that I really done to it. What it still needs, okay, obviously I need to find a set of plastics that I can put on it and still have the racks dang work on it. I also need to get the front hubs, like I said at the beginning of the video, which I'll probably have those next week. And only other thing really is tail lights, obviously. And I'm going to see, this is the chain off that green dirt bike I had and tore apart. The teeth fit in here, so I must see if that chain's long enough and everything to go on here and work. If so, that's the chain I'm going to use. And I have 2 of these little LED lights, the other one's right there, along with this third LED light that I'm gonna try to put on the front and have it wired in to my headlight switch. So I'm gonna record another video trying to get the headlights done on it. So this will be about it for now. So y'all have yourselves a good one and stay tuned for more.